Hey, good morning, everybody. Whew. Today is Saturday, January 18th, 2025. Okay? So let me tell you a little story. The good and the bad. And the kind of bad. Yeah. Anyway, I like to try to stay positive. Good news. I have my Chevy Bolt back. Bad news, still no passenger side headlight. I can't believe it. I know I've said this in several videos. I cannot believe this. Let's give you a timeline. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I've had it in the shop for 5 weeks. It was going to take them 7 days, maybe 10 at the most, blah, 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 blah. I mean, they got a new hood and got it painted. Looks great. They got a new condenser, air conditioning condenser. Some of the fins were bent. Looks great. They got all the other parts together, but they can't find a passenger side headlight. So some point during this video, I'm going to insert some video clips that you'll find very interesting. I've got one. We took off yesterday morning. We flew home Friday from Punta Gorda, Florida to Peoria. 7 a.m. flight. Sunrise down there isn't until like 7:17 or something. So you get to see a sunrise out of the passenger side of the airplane at 35,000 feet. I just took a quick video. Gorgeous shot above the clouds. Just a gorgeous shot. Also, we're gonna dig down deep. I will show you a video of the car later. Right now, Peg has it at the local grocery store, trying to pick up some groceries because we're here for a couple weeks, 10 days, something like that. So 10 or 12 days. So, but I'll show you when she gets back. I'll show you a video of that. So let's go through this. I'm going to show you also a video of an email that I got on January 11th at I don't know if I just checked it at 10:30 at night or if it came in at 10:30. My lithium ion battery in the Bolt was critically low, and it gives you the big red line mark triangle. And I'm like, I don't get it. It was still at the auto body shop. I'm in Florida. It's in Pekin, Illinois at an auto body shop. So as if my stress level wasn't high enough because my 7 to 10 day turnaround on the repair from the car versus deer accident had turned into 4 weeks or whatever. Now I'm getting an email saying that my battery is, and I know there was some cold temperatures. My daughters were telling me it's been kind of really cold, wind chills, really cold at night. I've never known the Bolt to have phantom battery drain. I've left it at an airport for 2 weeks. And one time Peggy left it at an airport in Springfield for 10 days. We got home and it was really cold, but it had the exact same number of miles as when we left. Zero phantom battery drain. Did I say phantom braking earlier? Sorry. So whereas my Tesla will use battery for Sentry mode and videotaping people moving around the car, if you have the cabin overheat protection turned on and you want to keep the car at say 90 or 95 inside, you don't want it to overheat, it'll kick on, run the air conditioner to keep it cool. The Chevy Bolt has none of that. And let me just say today, the battery is a really top-notch battery. So what was going through my mind was, did they leave the car turned on, sitting out in the parking lot? Did they turn the battery off? Did they unhook the main power supply to the lithium ion battery? What is going on? So anyway, I continue to get updates that, your car's going to be fixed. Your car's going to be fixed. Your car's going to be fixed. Car's still not fixed. So let me just tell you this. When I got that notification on January 11th, about my lithium ion battery being critically low and needing service. And I went from worried to being angry. Went through a whole level of emotions. So that Monday morning on the 13th at 8 a.m. when the shop opened up, I was on the phone. Let me just tell you, with my personality. And I talked to the guy I've been dealing with, and I said, what's going on? Are you not able to fix my car? And his exact words to me were, well, I was going to call you because the notification for our headlight got pushed back another month to like February 14th to February 17th, possibly the headlight will show up from this country because I guess Chevy don't make American parts. So I said, well, here's what I need to tell you. And I got my point across. This was on Monday morning this past week, which would have been Monday the 13th. We are flying home Friday morning, first thing. I want my car put back together with my original headlight, which I already saw has a minor crack in it. It don't even leak. Okay. And I said, I also need you to check the battery and make sure that my battery is okay. Because and I told him about the email. I told him everything. I said, I want to make sure that there's not something unhooked, that you didn't leave the car on, there's some kind of a battery draw, something. Whatever. Yeah. So that was our conversation on Monday morning at 8:01 a.m. So I get a text from him on Wednesday. No, I got a call from him on Wednesday stating, hey, got your car going. I had missed the call. It never rang. My phone never rang. I just had a voicemail left from him. I don't know how that works. There's a way they can go directly to voicemail and not talk to me. I don't think he wanted to talk to me. Left me a voicemail saying, hey, just to give you a heads up, we got your car pulled in today. It ran like a charm. Put it all back together with the cracked headlight still. Your car is ready for pickup upon your arrival. That was on Wednesday evening. I got that voicemail through my phone. So I called him on the Thursday morning, which would have been the 16th. And I said, okay, again, as I told you, I'm flying in Friday morning, first thing. And I said, did you get some charge in my car? No, I didn't get any charge in your car. Your car started, worked good, ran good. We had it in the shop all day. It seems to be in perfect order. So I said, okay, by this point, I'm at the end of my rope. So then I said, okay. So anyway, I kind of just put it out of my mind. He said it's running fine. I got the car all back together. Since we were flying home, our Tesla is still in South Florida. We have no other cars. I told him, unless you want to rent me a car, this is what I need. So anyway, it was done. It was fixed. So we fly home yesterday morning. We get there, and immediately my daughter Ashley picks us up at the airport. Thank you, Ashley. We appreciate it so much. She knows it. So, and we came in 15, 20 minutes early. The flight was perfect. We get in. She said, well, I could run you by the shop if you want to pick up your car. It's only 9 a.m. Or because we gain an hour in the air to Central Time, the whole story. So we go by the shop. I go in. Talked to him. I asked him, I said, well, how much charge is in my car? He says, I don't know anything about electric cars. I don't know the first thing about electric cars. It's not what I asked you. It's like looking at a gas gauge. Turn the car on, look at the gas gauge. Is it full? Is it empty? Is it half? So I tell you that to tell you this. When I dropped it off way back 7 years ago or whenever I dropped it off, I left it at 50% battery charge. The reason was going to be within a week, I was going to get my car back. There was no need to have it charged to 100%. Lithium ion batteries don't like 100%. There's no reason to charge it to 80%. They don't need to have it. 50%, okay? And that's what a lot of people, when they go on vacation, if they're gonna be gone a couple weeks or whatever, they'll leave their cars charged to 50%. That's a good place to have your car. So I had to pay my deductible for my insurance deductible, and that was, I tried to get out of that because my car's still not fixed. But his appointment was, we can't release the car until your payment's been paid. There's still more to be paid on the car because of the headlight and other upgrades and the condenser that was bent. Anywho, so I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I'm trying to get a lot in this video. So I go out, fire up the car, starts right up, looks great. Other than my front license plate still got the deer wrinkles in it. They didn't fix my front license plate, but that's kind of like a war wound. I'll be okay with that. But looks great. Everything looks fantastic. And the battery goes to 50%. Boom. That's what I left it at. What that email was I got, what happened, what was going on, I have no idea. But it went right back to a 50%. Again, showing that Panasonic battery that's in that bolt is a top-notch battery. Because let me tell you, it has been in the shop over 5 weeks. Let me correct that. Over 5 weeks. So it had 0 battery draw. And I didn't check the mileage. I just know I had it at 50% when I took it in. And it was at 50% when I picked it up. I wish now I'd have looked at the exact mileage remaining if it was 110 or whatever. So to see if it had lost a couple of miles. He said he drove it around after they put it together, make sure there was no squeaks, and ran it, and it ran great. Everything was fine, but it was still at 50%. 5.5 weeks. It was a Tuesday morning, I think, that I dropped it off in November. So 5 weeks and 3 days. I did almost 6 weeks. That they had my car, and there was 0 battery phantom draining or whatever. It held perfectly. So, to recap, got the car back. I'm going to show you some video here inside the engine well. I'm going to show you the new bumper, the new grill, all the new parts that are on it. It looks great. It looks great. Hood looks perfect, other than the crack in the headlight, which is very minimal right now. And I'm gonna tell you this: when my headlight finally comes in, and I get the new one put in the car, I'm gonna keep the old one at home because, God forbid, I need a new passenger side headlight years down the road. I want to be able to put that one in. It works like a charm, and it is perfect. Now, one last thing I want to say. For those of you that drive Chevy Bolts, inside the engine compartment, the lack of an engine compartment, there are 3 antifreeze slash coolant, call it what you want, okay? It's GM antifreeze. People say, oh, no, it's coolant. Okay, tomato, whatever you want to say. So, the one that is run to the condenser, now when they pulled the old condenser out, obviously there was some coolant that leaked. They topped it off. Another minor problem, and I will check what the coolant level is. It's back to full, but now it's more pinkish. It is a red coolant. You can see the General Motors red coolant. They used to all be kind of, I don't want to say dark red. They just filled it with water to top it off. So now it's diluted. You'll see it when I show it to you. I'm like, come on, I will never use this shop again. I can just say that right now, okay? They've asked me for a survey. I don't think they want to know what I think. I'm so upset with it. I was so blessed by having a guy in Tremont for the last 30 years who cared about their customers, number one. Whatever it took, Donnie took care of everything for his customers. Village Auto Body was fantastic. And not having that, and I've said it in previous videos, is a whole new ballgame. I know there's other shops out there that care about their customers and their... This is the first time I've had to deal with anything outside of using Village Auto Body for repairs, and it was horrible. Horrible. I mean, I kind of sugarcoated it and said it was horrible. It was a lot worse than horrible. So, let me show you these attached videos. We'll just kind of go through, show some of those, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up, and you can see on the videos. So, appreciate everything, guys. It's good to be home. It's only going to be for a short time, but it's good to be back. We're going to drive the daylights out of the Chevy Bolt for the next couple weeks. All right. Stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and comment below what you think. I listen and read all comments, guys. Stay safe. Okay, so here's that video inside the hood. So this bumper and the grill part has all been replaced. Let me show you an angle of the wonderful license plate. Look at it, rippled all across there still. All the war wounds of a license plate. New bow tie badge, new everything, new shutters, active shutters, everything underneath is all new. Looks great. The actual crack in the headlight is right there. I never even noticed it the first time. That's my headlight still. Inside here, what I wanted to show you is, I think you can see this pretty well. Look how pink this is and how deep red that one is. Okay, now there's 3 reservoirs in here, and I will check to see what temperature that coolant is good down to. So I don't want it to freeze up or have any issues. So, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking good. There's the new hood, sorry, that they had to order it since it's aluminum. They had to put a brand new hood on it. So, there it is, all through. Looks good. I'm just so glad to have Thor back. So glad to have this great car. All right, guys. Again, take care.